A chance to make history once again here this evening at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. Could be either of these teams. McAllen Memorial trying to go to the Sweet 16. Same with Gregory Portland. These two teams know each other, but it's going to be exciting. Hello, everyone. I'm Jacob Young, joined, as always, with my color commentator, Edson Ochoa. Edson, how are you doing here this evening?
Jacob and everybody that is watching right now via Rio Sports Live, I am so excited to be back at in Mustang Country here at Alfredo Boxer Hernandez Stadium. It's a campus that not only is the last time that I was here calling a game with you, but also, I mean, I'm an alumni from here, right? So it makes it extra special being here back in Mustang Country and being here to be present for what could be an opportunity to make history, just like you said, for the Lady Mustangs.
Indeed, yeah. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. Both of these two teams know each other very well. And, of course, before we really get into it very quickly, tonight's game is brought to you by Gonzalez Tile, your go-to destination in the Rio Grande Valley for tile, flooring, countertops, and home finishes. Whether you're building or upgrading, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Now, of course, Edson, we talked about it. I mean, let's start with, of course, the keys to this match in general. And let's start, well, really for both sides. What are those keys?
Well, just coming into this match, it's a stat that I showed you right before we went live about, the offensive power that both of these teams come into this match. We've got, just Gregory Portland. I was telling you that in district play, they outscored their opponents 132 goals to 4 in the regular season. And the Mustangs outscored their district opponents 75-7 in the regular season. So we know right off the bat that both of these teams have offensive firepower, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, with the Mustangs, with the Lady Mustangs, the name that comes off, that kind of shines above everybody else is Kennedy Kaiser. Right, mm-hmm. She has been an instrumental part of this Lady Mustangs team. There's really not much to say about Gregory Portland as far as a player that kind of stacks out. But I think the biggest key, just to summarize, is making sure that they are able to minimize the impact mm-hmm. on the attacking play on either of both of these teams. Now, for the Lady Mustangs, obviously, like a lot of the focus is going to be on Kennedy Kaiser, and if that does happen, where mm-hmm. Gregory Portland is able to shut down Kennedy, will her teammates, around her offensively, be able to step up to the plate mm-hmm. for the Lady Mustangs?
Yeah, indeed, that's going to be the biggest question in general, and something to, of course, note as well. As I've known this rivalry very well, Edson, and all of this, because it is, yes, unwritten, but both of these two teams, they know each other so well. The last time that Gregory Portland beat McAllen Memorial in playoffs as well, that was the 2nd of April in 2022. That long ago, and then that year prior before that, McAllen Memorial played against Gregory Portland, and that match even, of course, was won by none other than Gregory Portland. And then after that, that's when McAllen Memorial, they broke through and were able to defeat Gregory Portland to get to that third round. Back then, of course, the regional quarters and just all of that. And of course, we still have the regional quarters as well. And so it just very interesting indeed that both these two teams, of course, they want to defeat each other. You win, you advance in the playoffs and continue your season. And if you unfortunately lose, well, that's the end of that. And you cannot make it as sweet as possible because it's going into the Sweet 16. So very exciting here. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we will talk more about this matchup coming up here very shortly. Stay tuned.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Back we go once again here from Boxer Hernandez Stadium. I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa, my color commentator for this evening. And once again, big thank you to Gonzalez Tile for sponsoring tonight's game. Gonzalez Tile offers a wide selection of quality tile, flooring, and countertops to help transform any space. From small upgrades to full remodels, they've got you covered in the RGV. So, of course, going into it, Edson, we have just about 5 minutes until kickoff here. We mentioned, of course, some of the key players, but the big thing is how can, as we all know, of course, for McAllen Memorial and the star of Kennedy Kaiser, what can Gregory Portland do to kind of slow that pace down from this athlete that is, after her high school career, going to continue off and play for the Oklahoma Sooners in the SEC?
Close marking, man. Close, tight marking on Kennedy Kaiser. Not allowing her to receive the ball, or if she does receive the ball, make sure she receives the ball with her back against the goal. Not allowing her to turn. Forcing her to pass the ball around. I mean, you've covered this. You've covered this team. You've broadcasted this team more times than I've been present, right? So you know how dangerous Kennedy Kaiser has been for shooting outside the box, right? And that's because, and then we talked about it in the game again when they played against Sherryland when I was here. It was the amount of space that Sherryland was giving Kennedy Kaiser to shoot from outside the box. If Gregory Portland wants to minimize that kind of danger from Kennedy Kaiser, you're going to have one defender be like, you're going to be in charge of Kennedy Kaiser, and you are not going to let her go. You are going to stick right next to her. You're going to stick behind her. You're going to, poke her ribs. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. It's like that kind of close marking, not giving her the freedom to receive, analyze what she wants to do, analyze where the goalkeeper is, and take the shot. That is the most important thing that Gregory Portland has to do, so that way there won't be any danger on them.
Yeah, exactly. And you talked a lot about it as well. Was one of the biggest things was none other than the goals from both sides. And for Gregory Portland coming into this one, they have a firepower offense. You already said it once, but if you want to say that same stat again for that district play, so we all know that both of these two teams can score very well. But that's the thing. How can they slow their offense down and make this a very defensive-minded matchup?
Yeah, so let me just go over, real quick, how both of these teams are coming into this match, right? So we know the Lady Mustangs are coming in undefeated, and they come in 16-0 in district play. The last three matches that they had, in the 6th of March, they played PSJ North, when they beat the Raiders 8-0. Then they beat McAllen on the 13th, 3-0. And then the last game on the 20th, in playoffs, they defeated Donna 9-1, right? So in total, in district play, they outscored their opponents, just like I mentioned a while ago, 75-7. Now, Gregory Portland, on the other hand, the Lady Wildcats are coming in with a record of 14-1-1, second in District 29 5A. The last three matchups have been 3-3 in the 3rd of March against Alice. They defeated them 11-0, right? And then on the 13th of March, they played Flower Bluff, where it was recorded to be a loss. And then the last game, they defeated Juarez Lincoln, the Lady Huskies, 9-1. So they're coming in, with a similar result in their last game when in their inaugural playoff match, both of these teams, right? Now, the difference is Gregory Portland, as I mentioned before, outscored their district opponents, just counting regular season, 132 goals to 4. So that just shows how lopsided within their district. And that's because they have Flower Bluff, who also had a very, very, like, you know, I guess, or not dangerous, but scandalous results against an opponent from here from the Rio Grande Valley, you know. So it is going to be a really, really offensive-minded match.
Yep. Oh, I 100% have to agree here. Of course, it's expected to. On paper, we expect a lot of goals. But again, both these goalkeepers, as we will kind of have really seen, at least for McAllen Memorial, can keep the score lines low for that opposition, to say the least. Because, I mean, we look at, you go back to it, a lot of shutouts from both sides. And if anything, for McAllen Memorial, if I do recall, their biggest concede of the evening for one of their matches ended up only being 2 goals. So they've only given up around 2 goals in some of their matches. And so that's a big thing. And then the same goes for Flower Bluff, or for Gregory Portland, as against Flower Bluff. Of course, it set a 2-1 loss. And so you look at it that way, it's kind of the same when it comes down to it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the biggest thing about it is that both of these teams are actually now going to have a formidable opponent to test their defense, right? For the most part, within their own district, they really didn't have a lot of competition. Today is going to be the day where both of these teams are going to put each other's defenses to the test, and that is going to be the key. Which defense is going to come out the best against these great offenses?
Yeah, indeed. So, as you all heard, that the horn has officially sounded, and so we will go full screen. But before we get things started, once again, I'd like to remind you all that this game is brought to you by none other than Gonzalez Tile. And so proudly shout out to Gonzalez Tile, specializing in tile, countertops, bathroom, and kitchen remodeling solutions designed to elevate your home. If you're planning a remodel or new build, they're ready to help every step of the way, serving the RGV with locations in Brownsville and Donna, Texas. Moments away from kickoff here, 40 minutes put on the game clock, and once again, as we all know, McAllen Memorial, they will be in the colored jerseys. They're Columbia blue tops to be exact, and Gregory Portland in the white jerseys with the kind of the red siding as well, and that's their classic jerseys indeed. It's going to be very exciting once again. Referee is pointing to both sides. Raises up his arm. The area round is underway. Game on here from Boxer Hernandez Stadium. McAllen Memorial early on trying to control that possession. Again, as you all can hear, the wind will be a factor. McAllen Memorial will be against the wind. That's Thomas for a split second. Good defensive work by Bailey Coates for a split second.
Yeah, so right off the bat, what I could tell as the whistle blew, looks like both teams are going to be playing similar formations. 3 in the back, 5 in the middle, 2 up top.
That's what it looks like indeed. Playing it back once again. McAllen Memorial, check that, actually trying to get it forward off that right wing. Cannot get across in just yet. Deflected well, but it is going to go out of play. Throw in McAllen Memorial here early.
Yeah, it's a good job right now by the Mustangs to be able to put the pressure as quickly as possible on the defense for the Lady Wildcats.
Indeed, Thomas with the throw in there, trying to get it to her teammate off that right wing. Again, just trying to get it inside. That is going to almost go out of play, able to keep it in play. A little back heel there. Bailey Coates trying to control that possession. It gets inside the box, is cleared away, out of danger. Out of the final third this time. It's McAllen Memorial trying to get it forward once again. Sends a through ball. Offside flag stays down. Cross inside. Couldn't get there in the end. That's going to be cleared out of danger for the time being. Back it goes. Long distance strike. Just not enough with it. It is going to go back to the keeper this time.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a block there from the defensive line that took away a lot of that power from that shot attempt. But here's the thing, like we're noticing right now that Flower Bluff is trying to play defensively with numbers wherever the ball is. I think if the Lady Mustangs are able to, find those open spaces out wide, crossing the field or find areas where there are no Lady Wildcats players, and if you can get a cross into those spaces, you could, inside the 18-yard box, you could see some danger.
Just like that right there. That's a giveaway for a split second, trying to clear that one out, and will do so. And again, you can see the effects already of the wind here this evening, as now you're starting to see outside of that final third that McAllen, Gregory Portland, Edson, they are able to get it forward and potentially with a throw in here, set piece opportunity.
Yeah, basically right now you're killing for, even if it's just for a couple of seconds, you're killing the momentum off of the Mustangs. Oh, this is dangerous.
Still inside the final third, trying to head that one away. Will be cleared out of danger, will roll out of play again. Another throw in by Gregory Portland here early. Thrown to be taken, we'll throw it in close to the track here at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. Trying to get it inside that final third again. Turn back around, there was contact, referee did not like it. It is going to be a free kick, McAllen Memorial.
Yeah, I definitely saw a push right there from the offense, from the striker. So that is going to be a free kick in favor of the Lady Mustangs.
Sent forward near midfield, but again, that wind pushing the pace of the soccer ball back with a little bit of a backspin there, as you can tell. Able to just clear it past midfield, but McAllen Memorial just trying to control the possession now. Sends a through ball. It's going to bounce back. He's trying to get that one, I believe, to Thomas. Thomas will run out wide. Good job spinning it back by Victoria Estrada.
Good through ball there.
Thomas trying to get on the end of it, but well defended by Bailey Coates as well as Anna Flock. Cross inside the box, though, and the save will be made by the goalkeeper, Caitlin Kilgore.
Yeah, I was just about to say right there that I feel like Kennedy Kaiser could have sprinted towards the near post to try to, because I felt like that cross was going to go into that vicinity, and that's exactly what happened. However, Kennedy Kaiser was just a little bit too far back from the play to be able to take advantage of that opportunity.
Indeed. Meanwhile, though, Kaiser with a great through ball opportunity. Just the keeper to beat. Strike. It's in! 1-0 to 0. McAllen Memorial strike first against the wind. Instant replay look here very quick, as let's go through it with that through ball once again. Edson slotting it home off that left boot.
Yeah, that was Yanya Nguma that got the opening goal, really early in the match. But we talked about just that surprisingly there's a lot of disorganization in that back line when they got put into the test, just leaving spaces open for that through ball. This time the Lady Mustangs were able to position themselves in a way where they weren't kind of stuck out wide, but rather a little bit through the middle, and so good opportunity there that was put into the back of the net, and now the Lady Mustangs are winning.
Indeed, 1-0 is your score, and it's going to be an exciting time now, especially, for Gregory Portland, finding themselves down 1-0. What do they have to do now? It's in they have the win to their backs, but have not been able to take advantage of it.
Well, first thing they got to do is they got to reorganize themselves defensively, right? You don't want to bleed any more goals with you have the momentum in favor of the Lady Mustangs, right? That's the first thing you got to do. Number two, you got to maintain possession. You got to make sure you got to push the Lady Mustangs deep into their own side of the field and not allow them to get the ball, just like we said right now. Now they just want a corner.
Indeed, corner kick conceded by McAllen Memorial. Set piece opportunity will send that one into the box. That's going to be cleared away here very quickly. So good job by McAllen Memorial, just trying to make sure that, again, keeping that 1-goal advantage. And it's something that you say a lot as well, Edson, is that those first couple of seconds after a goal is scored could be the team that scores a goal. They could be the most vulnerable.
Yeah, definitely, because you're going with the adrenaline that you just scored a goal, that you're in the victory, right? Those are the moments where you're more used to, like, you can lose your concentration, but they got to defend a corner now.
Another set piece opportunity inside the box. Center saved.
Good
Cleared
save
out of the
line.
final third as well, but another strike from distance blocked.
Yeah, that was a header. Maribella Gutierrez, number 10, was all alone inside the 18-yard box to get that header. Lady Mustang's defense is gonna have to pay more attention defending those set pieces, because this was literally cleared off of the line. It could have been the equalizer, just like I mentioned.
Inches away though, but all of a sudden counterattack opportunity. Here come McAllen Memorial.
Look at that space out left.
Indeed, off the left and the right. Referee will say play on in the end, and McAllen Memorial will control it near midfield. Very quickly, of course, as well after the goal, very quickly to remind you all that this is proudly supporting tonight's broadcast. Gonzalez Tile is your local source for premium tile, granite slabs, sinks, and home improvement materials, helping homeowners across the RGV create spaces they love. Back to the action in front once again will be a throw-in, this time for Gregory Portland. Takes it quickly. 1-0 your score. Once again, McAllen Memorial able to strike early. So far have this advantage, but Gregory Portland, again, with the wind to their backs, could find the equalizing goal here soon if McAllen Memorial aren't careful. Played all the way back. That'll be all the way back to Kayara Uribe. Again, Gregory Portland just keeping it slow. Maribel Gutierrez had possession for a split second. Will play it out wide.
And that's what they have to do right now. Even if they don't score a goal right now, but just maintaining the possession, that's going to allow the Lady Mustangs to cool, and that's not what they want. They want to keep this momentum. They scored one. They want to score another and try to end this game as early as they can.
Indeed, that's going to end up being free kick McAllen Memorial. Sending the through ball back, but that's going to get taken away. Gutierrez once again off of the through ball. Offside flag is up, and that is going to be a free kick. McAllen Memorial, as Anna Flock ended up being all in the offside position.
Yeah, but that was good coordination right there from the defensive line to be able to keep, I believe that was Anna Flack offside, but they're gonna have to be really like down to the millisecond, coordinated, because if there is that one defender that is not in sync with the rest, you're gonna open yourself up, because you just have three in the back line. You're gonna open yourself up just like it happened with Gregory Portland on those through balls.
Estrada was trying to get it forward, but that was intercepted. Good interception before passing it forward by Juliana Gonzalez. And Gregory Portland with an opportunity now, trying to center it up. Good through ball, a little bit too much. Offside flag does stay down. Off her left boot, and that's going to be saved this time. Cleared away. It is going to be a corner kick, but an opportunity just.
What a slide. What a slide by Cristela Sanchez right there. Like, it's one of those things, right? Two players went up to put pressure on the player that had the ball outside the box, left her wide open. Oh, here goes the corner.
Corner kick on the way. That one will just be a little bit too far as we go back to full screen. Cleared away by McAllen Memorial. How about a counterattack opportunity? Still has space. First touch was a little bit too much, and it will go back to Gregory Portland. Good outlet pass through ball, but deflected away, out for a throw-in.
Yeah, just to continue with what I was mentioning a little while ago, in that save by Cristela, just the fact that how she was quickly able to react and didn't give up on the play, even though the attacker for Gregory Portland was pretty much almost one-on-one against the keeper, but she ran back quickly, got the slide, and was able to get that block that saved the Lady Mustangs from getting equalized.
Yeah, indeed, that's going to be a throw-in taken quickly. by Gregory Portland once again, having to play it all the way back there for a split second. Deflected out for another Gregory Portland throw. Still 1-0, as we mentioned before. McAllen Memorial able to strike first against the wind, which is something, of course, to talk about once more, that with Gregory Portland having the wind to their backs, we'll see more possession kind of won from them. Opportunity now. That's just going to be cleared away close to the right corner flag, to be exact, and it does go out of play. Good enough for another one.
Yeah, but now you're seeing the momentum shift in favor of Gregory Portland. That's just what they want. Push them back into their own 18.
Indeed. Again, cleared for the time being. And that will just be sent away for another throw-in by Gregory Portland.
Now, what the Lady Mustangs need to understand right now, it's early in the match still. They have to play very intelligently, you know, and be able to maintain, just like she's doing right now, Zyanya. Try to hold that ball, allow her teammates to get into space and maintain that ball, and kind of cool off the jets of Gregory Portland right now. We saw a couple of minutes ago where Kennedy Kaiser tried to take on 3 defenders by herself and ended up losing the ball because of that, and just allowed Gregory Portland to continue the attack.
Indeed, that was cleared away, but once again, right back for Gregory Portland. Cross inside the box, trying to slow that one down. Turn around, that's going to be stopped. Emma Ziprion was trying to control that possession, but could not. It goes out of play. And again, another corner kick conceded by the Lady Mustangs, and taking it this time, that's an Emma Ziprion.
Yeah, but like I mentioned, this is what they want. This is what they want. They want that equalizer. And the Lady Mustangs are kind of have to play smart. Look at Maribella. She was all alone, and that ball's going to go out.
So corner kick just misses. That one goes over the goal in the end for a goal kick. McAllen Memorial holding that lead firm with about 26 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half of play.
Oh, that's a good ball right there. But the problem is they receive the ball and they've got like 3 players in defense waiting to block them, and they lose the ball real quickly.
Yeah, indeed. It's interesting. That one will go out of play for a throw-in by Gregory Portland again. That's thrown in quickly. Just like you mentioned, Edson, the possession controlling right now by Gregory Portland has been key, but another one goes out of play. McAllen Memorial now with a goal kick. How are they going to be able to really kind of turn the tide and just control that possession for themselves?
I would say right now at this moment is just playing smart, you know, and that includes, you know, making the right decisions when it comes to possession, right? Right now you're being pushed into your own half, right? You're gonna have to organize defensively and watch for those through balls.
Yeah, just like that right there, Emma Ziprion has possession, trying to turn back around off the left wing. Will do exactly that. Cross is going to be deflected out for another corner kick. Gregory Portland with another opportunity to potentially get the equalizing goal as the Lady Wildcats getting closer and closer.
I think what the Lady Mustangs need to do right now is see if they can get Kennedy to drop back a little and try to be that distributor to, careful,
sent inside, and that one will be sent back away by the Lady Mustangs. Again, another opportunity just misses for the Lady Wildcats of Gregory Portland. Just another throw-in, and that goal feels like it's getting closer and closer to being that equalizer.
Oh, definitely. Right now, the Lady Wildcats, they're just pushing. They're just pushing, and it could be close in a couple of minutes if they continue to press on and get some shots. Fortunately for the Lady Mustangs, the defense has been stout enough that they have been able to block some of these shots.
Opportunity here, and that's what happens when you press up just like that. That's McAllen Memorial. That's going to just be cleared away. But you can tell, Edson, I noticed that for a split second that all of Gregory Portland and the defense were close to the midfield, and one opportunity like that could have been very dangerous to be 2-0.
Yeah, when you have somebody up on top that knows how to manage, staying onside and taking advantage of those spaces with the through balls, you're risking yourself with that. If I was Gregory Portland, however, right now Gregory Portland has the need to push their lines up, right, and so that's a risk you have to take, because at the end, remember, with this game, there's no tomorrow, right? So they have to get an equalizer, preferably before halftime.
Yep.
So they're gonna have to push their lines up, and this is where the Lady Mustangs have to be smart. Either control possession, or if you see that there's a lot of space that you can give Zianya to take advantage with a good through ball, take it.
Yeah, indeed, opportunity. For a split second, Montebello Gutierrez had that possession for Gregory Portland. That one will go out of play off of that right touch line once again. And another throw-in for the Lady Wildcats here. Off that right touch line, play gets it in play. Trying to cross it this time. It will be enough for Balderas to pick it up and try to send this one away. She sends it away. I want to remind you all very quickly that tonight's game is brought to you by Gonzalez Tile, your go-to destination in the Rio Grande Valley for tile, flooring, countertops, and home finishes. Whether you're building or upgrading, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life.
Good opportunity right there on the counterattack, built by Kennedy Kaiser. She tries to go for a cross to Danara Cardenas, or to a pass. It kind of bounces off of her leg, but it was fortunate that it went back to the vicinity of Kennedy, who had the confidence to go with it outside the 18-yard box shot, but it just goes way too high. But this is what the Wildcats are gonna be vulnerable to.
That's a push in the back. That's a free kick. Set piece opportunity coming up here very shortly. Good job once again. Victoria Estrada was there, just trying to control that possession and fought through two defenders, but the push in the back was enough for the referee to say too much. That's going to be a free kick outside of the box here.
So it looks like it's Aitana Mata who's going to take this. And I have a feeling, just based on where everybody's positioned, that might go into the far post.
Potentially right here. Far left post. We'll wait and see. Referee blows a whistle, sends it forward. Header.
Ooh.
Just wide left of the post. Opportunity there. 20 minutes and about 50 seconds left to play here in this first half of action.
Yeah, now the Lady Wildcat defense is going to have to be worried about that, because they allowed, once again, Zianya Nguma to freely hit that ball. Fortunately for them, it didn't go into the direction of goal, but you can't allow yourself to go two down with 20 minutes to go before halftime.
100% here, yeah. Conceding one more goal before halftime for Gregory Portland is not something that they want, considering the wind advantage that this Lady Wildcat team has had. They've had a couple of opportunities with this throw-in coming in here this time. We'll wait and see if it happens. Open space, opportunity to lay the ball off to the left. Sends a through ball this time. Two defenders, will she be able to get around it? And it's taken back away by the Lady Mustangs. Cleared away for the time being. Out of danger this time. Controlled by Gutierrez very quickly off that left touch line. And stolen right back away by McAllen Memorial. Here comes Kaiser this time. Off that left wing, or check that right wing. Deflected and controlled by McAllen Memorial. They'll play it back.
But you can see the difference of having a player with high IQ like Kennedy Kaiser, like what it does to the attack. Speaking of,
offside flag stays down.
Oh, this is
Weaving away, left side. Oh, it's in! Oh my! What a goal!
And Mustang Country celebrates it euphorically here at Alfredo Boxer Hernandez Stadium. What a play here by Kennedy the Kaiser to give the Mustangs a 2-0 lead with less than 20 minutes before halftime. But what a play, Jacob. Cut back once, took out one defender. Cut back once again, took out another defender. And Caitlin Kilgore, she got a touch to that shot, but that shot had enough power behind it that it just bent her hand back, and she said, nothing is gonna stop me from getting into the back of the net. And now the Lady Wildcats are swimming upstream with a 2-0 deficit before halftime.
Indeed, gets that second goal, 2-0. If I'm not mistaken, Edson, too, off of that first goal, I think it might have been Kennedy Kaiser who also was with that assist. So,
yes.
Yes, indeed. So, has an assist, has a goal, potentially trying for a miniature hat trick here.
Probably, right? But you also have to hand it, I believe that was Danata with the assist, right? We keep talking about the high IQ, but of these through balls. That's already two similar plays off of through balls, and that has led to 2 goals. And I believe they actually had one more that was actually pretty close to being a goal, also based off of a through ball. But that's the problem with playing with a back line of 3 and not having your wing backs come down to help on the defense. You just put those 3 defenders too far wide. They're trying to, cover so much ground that when you have players that are quick, like Zianya and Guma, and somebody intelligent like Kennedy Kaiser, that's exactly what happens.
Indeed. Meanwhile, though, trying to get one back, deflected there and cleared away out of the final third, but controlled very quickly by Bailey Coates before taken away by McAllen Memorial. Kaiser off that right wing once again, trying to find the opening, will slow it down. Finding help, and we'll play it back this time.
But look at Kennedy Kaiser. Like, she knows when to speed up, she knows when to slow down, and she knows when to tell her teammates, hey, give it to me over here. And she'll tell them, if you see her body language, she'll specifically point to the location of where she wants that ball. She has that high IQ, and she is teaching everybody around her how to play with her. And you can see how much that chemistry has gelled this late in the season.
Indeed. Cross inside the box. Header, it's in! Oh my! What a goal this time! Diving header, back of the net it goes. That's 3-0.
Once again, it is Kennedy Kaiser with the goal. The outside backs are having a bad time for the Lady Wildcats, but what a beautiful cross here by Zianya Guma. Just puts it like if she threw it, like if it was Tom Brady at his prime. Like, put that ball right towards the head of Kennedy Kaiser. All she needed to do was just throw herself to meet, deflect that ball into the back of the net. There was nothing Caitlin Kilgore could do. And now the Lady Wildcats have a lot. They're not just swimming upstream now. They're having to do a whole, triathlon to try to get back at least a draw for the end of, I'm not even talking about just the half, like the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. 3-0, it's very difficult. Sometimes 2-0, very probable. But with the way that the Lady Wildcats have not been able to get the set pieces going their way, a couple of shots off target, Edson, it just has not necessarily gone their way. Meanwhile, though, through ball this time, trying to cross it inside the box. Able to control it, played back, trying to take a strike. It's just hit wrong, or hit softly to be exact, and cleared away out of the final third by McAllen Memorial.
Jacob, remember what I said in the pregame? What did I say? If Portland is going to, if Gregory Portland wants to have an opportunity to limit offensively the Mustangs, what did I say they had to do?
Make sure to, well, defend Kennedy Kaiser.
Exactly. And what's the thing they're not doing?
Defending Kennedy Kaiser because she has, once again, an assist with 2 goals here this evening. And trying for, well, a third, hat trick as well. Gets in front this time. And it is going to go for a goal kick.
So look right here. Look. So Kennedy right now, she is kind of towards the right of the field. That was the opportunity, as I think she's because there's a substitution right now for Gregory Portland. It looks like it is number 6, Victoria Hall, coming out, and I believe it is, I think it's 20-something. It could be Madeline Tyler, number 22. Yes, it is Madeline Tyler who's coming in for the Lady Wildcats.
Indeed. Meanwhile, though, good through ball cleared back away by McAllen Memorial. And very quickly, before the action gets even more intense, we have to remind you all that tonight's game, big thank you to Gonzalez Tile for sponsoring tonight's game. Gonzalez Tile offers a wide selection of quality tile, flooring, and countertops to help transform any space. From small upgrades to full remodels, they've got you covered in the RGV. Back to the action in front.
So kind of continuing with my comment a little while ago, I don't know if right now when the camera goes back towards the offense, right now Kennedy Kaiser's drifted to the middle. There has to be somebody close to her. Look, all 3 defenders go deep and they leave Kennedy Kaiser wide open in the middle. That's not what you should be doing when you're defending a player like Kennedy Kaiser.
Off to the left, cross inside. Opportunity will slow it down this time. Sets it off for a strike. Save made this time by Kilgore.
And when I mean a close marking, I mean literally like on her back. I mentioned in the pregame, not allowing her to turn around. And this is exactly what's happening. She just keeps receiving, turning around, looking at where her teammates are, looking if she wants to shoot, all of that.
The referee stopping the time for a split second. I think potentially we missed an offside flag go up, but it is going to be a free kick either way for McAllen Memorial. And so back underway we go.
Another through ball right there.
Being defended well, though, this time. But again, McAllen Memorial controlling that possession. And we'll send it out wide to the right wing, trying to keep it inside of the touchline. And will do so. Good job by Ava Thomas. Fun fact really quickly about Ava Thomas, that's a dual sport athlete. Played in the basketball season for McAllen Memorial Lady Mustangs this season as well. We'll throw it in. Trying to get the cross off in time. Had to play it short and intercepted by the Lady Wildcats. Trying to set up a counterattack. Stopped short once again. Good defensive work by Victoria Estrada.
Yeah, good hustle back there to recover that ball quickly.
2 defenders will clear that one away this time for the Lady Wildcats. And taken back, played back out, and sent forward. Referee didn't like something there, and it will be a free kick.
So I know it's not the same being here up in the grandstands calling this game compared to actually being on the bench, coaching this team. But if I was Coach Casey Wyatt, I would actually bring down and make a line of 4 in the back instead of just relying on 3. To try to close down the spaces and hopefully get in outside backs that have the speed, and just priority, even if it means having maybe Maribella Gutierrez being that personal mark for Kennedy Kaiser. But you got to have somebody. I don't see any reaction from Coach Wyatt.
Indeed. Opportunity, though, sends it through ball. Kilgore off her line and will make the save.
Good opportunity right there. I knew what the intentions were, but you got to hand it to Caitlin Kilgore to be able to be attentive and react quickly to get to that ball first before Kennedy Kaiser could get her Hattie.
Yeah, sends that one back this time. McAllen Memorial trying to get it forward once again near midfield. Able to do exactly that. Sends a through ball, but that one is going to slow down perfectly. Has enough pace on it for McAllen Memorial to control it with about 11 minutes left to play here in this first half.
And now things have kind of cooled down for the Wildcats. You know, a couple minutes before the second goal, it was Wildcats knocking at the door, trying to get that equalizer. Now that they have the second and the third, all of that, the wind has fallen off of their sail.
It's what it has seemed like so far, but again, Edson, all it takes is one opportunity. But that throw-in goes out of play, and it's McAllen Memorial now with the throw. So very quickly switching back and forth as McAllen Memorial, again, the Lady Mustangs with a 3-goal advantage, something that we didn't necessarily expect to see here in this first half, but a lot could potentially change coming up shortly. Throw-in taken quickly. Blocked in that right corner. Foul is called, free kick, McAllen Memorial.
Yeah, so that foul was called against Brooklyn Barnes, you know, but we're starting to see where McAllen Memorial is playing intelligently and kind of playing with the desperation from Gregory Portland.
Definitely see that indeed, but possession one sends that one forward by Emma Ziprian. Sent that one back away once more. The Lady Mustangs win it just past midfield for a split second, and now here come Gregory Portland trying to send that through ball forward. That stopped immediately. Meanwhile, with it, Maribela Gutierrez, and that's intercepted once again.
There goes another through ball to Kennedy Kaiser.
Kaiser trying to beat one defender. Poked in the back, a great defensive effort to take it away, but that will not be the case just yet as McAllen Memorial back with it. Kennedy Kaiser crossed inside the box and cleared away.
Yeah, good job there. I believe that was Kiara Uribe, number 8, who was able to block, you know, Kennedy Kaiser to be able to get another opportunity to shoot that ball towards the net. Just good defending right there, but they're continuing to be very vulnerable. Ooh, good feint.
Kaiser spinning around, cross off to the far post, controlled, takes the strike, save. Kilgore on her mark, blocking that right post, her right post, their left post to be exact, and save made.
Wyatt needs to make that four in the back like yesterday. There's no reason why Zianya Nguma is going to be that wide open, you know, in the far post. You know, you cannot bleed any more goals. I don't know what more needs to be said for there to be a tactical reaction. They're being caught flat-footed, even all 3 defenders by both of the Lady Mustang attackers. They need to wake up, and they need to wake up now.
Yeah, as Kilgore will send this one away, we'll try to create something off of that. That's going to be a push in the back. It is going to be a free kick. McAllen Memorial, nothing more, though. The Lady Mustangs with a free kick here against the wind once more.
Yeah, a push of desperation there by Anna Flack. That's basically what it was.
And just like you said right there already, Gregory Portland starting to show that desperation, trying to get something going here. A reset, of course, at halftime. But down by 3 goals at the moment with 7 minutes left to play here in this first half. 3-0. 2 goals scored by Kennedy Kaiser here in this first half once again. Meanwhile, a good through ball. Almost taken back by the Lady Wildcats. Again, McAllen Memorial with that 3-back kind of controlling it. Back to Thomas it will go. We'll send a through ball forward. A great give and go, but just a little bit too fast As for a split second there, Nayeli Fuentes had that possession, and here come Gregory Portland. Spoke a little bit too soon as that's cleared away. That's going to be a free kick. Gregory Portland. Lady Wildcats with a set piece opportunity and an opportunity for Maribela Gutierrez and team. Check that will not be Gutierrez as she'll go forward. Will take it is Kyara Uribe. Uribe will send that one forward once again. And McAllen Memorial will clear that one out of danger and try to play it out of their own end.
It looks like there's going to be a triple substitution for the Lady Wildcats. We've got number 13, 22, and number 2 coming off of the field for Gregory Portland. And we have, I believe it is number 7, which is Bailey Gully. Number 11, Bailey Coates. And I didn't get to see what the third one was, but now this is where we're starting to see Coach Wyatt react. Maybe a little bit too late, but we have seen wilder things happen. Let's not forget that CONCACAF Champions Cup fixture between My Tigres and FC Cincinnati.
Yeah, indeed. Anything is possible here in soccer. We've seen crazier things before. A 3-goal deficit could be nothing, but we'll wait and see how that one plays. Kaiser trying to get it forward and will do so. It is going to be a throw-in for the Lady Mustangs. And it will be taken once again by Ava Thomas. Estrada crosses. Trying to control it. That's going to be almost intercepted and is so out of play. Still 3-0, your score. McAllen Memorial lead in this one. Played back once more. Trying to send it forward with that win to their front. It has worked out. Again, McAllen Memorial, you can just see how much of the pace of the soccer ball has been the case here. Thomas trying to cut that one forward. That's going to be intercepted. Again, McAllen Memorial just controlling the possession here. That's going to be out of play. And it will be a Gregory Portland Lady Wildcat throw. Very quickly before we forget, once again, big thank you to Gonzalez Tiles for sponsoring tonight's game. Gonzalez Tile offers a wide selection of quality tile, flooring, and countertops to help transform any space. From small upgrades to full remodels, they've got you covered in the RGV. Back to the action in front once again here. Tripped up in the end. Referee says get up and play on. Played all the way back near midfield. Sends it forward. It's going to be controlled by the Lady Wildcats once again. Just trying to send that one as deep as possible. Kim McAllen Memorial doing a good job, Edson, of controlling that midfield.
Yeah. Now because they're taking advantage that with the desperation of the Wildcats, they're just booting that ball up and just giving the ball back to the Lady Mustangs. If I'm a Lady Mustangs player, I'd be like, you can do that all day if you want. I'll be here to just recover that ball quickly.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be interesting to see how, of course, the halftime talks will be for both sides. And potentially, can McAllen Memorial get a 4th goal before halftime? It seems like they've been going that way, but that was intercepted well by Bailey Coates. Again, Gregory Portland trying to send that one forward, but just have not been threatening in the last almost 10 minutes or so, Edson.
No, I mean, really, it all goes back to lack of organization offensively, tactically, and all of that. Like, there's no idea now to attack. Whereas with the Lady Mustangs, you could see how tactically how they're playing, trying to find those through balls, playing out wide and all of that. Whereas with the Lady Wildcats, it's more along like, let's see if we can if we can get that ball upfield and hope and pray that they're able to do something against 3 defenders.
Indeed, sends that one out wide near the left wing. trying to get it forward near the touchline. That's cleared away by Gregory Portland for a Lady Mustang throw.
It looks like a truck just got a free ball.
And there you go.
Bolita, por favor.
Will be a throw in quickly for McAllen Memorial. Played all the way back, but intercepted by Gregory Portland. Lady Mustangs just trying to get it as close as possible. It is going to be a throw in for the Lady Wildcats this time. I believe another substitution for Gregory Portland indeed.
Correct. It is going to be Anna Flack that is coming off of the field. And it looks like it is number 13. Yeah, Brooklyn Barnes coming in.
So Brooklyn Barnes back onto the field this time. We'll see if she can make a difference here with 40 seconds left to play in this first half. Sends that one forward. And on the right track, Caitlin Kilgore right there to make the save. Kilgore sends it away for Gregory Portland and the Lady Wildcats. Can they get one before the end of this first half? Down to 24 seconds now officially at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. Sends a long through ball again, intercepted near midfield. Down to 10 seconds now. That one goes out of play, and that should do it for this first half. McAllen Memorial 3-0. And there you go, halftime here from Boxer Hernandez Stadium. We will go to a halftime show presented by none other than Gonzalez Tile. It's been an interesting first half, Edson. I mean, what is there to really say?
What is there to say? Honestly, just based on stats alone, I thought this game was going to be closer than it actually is. Mm-hmm. It has been complete, well, maybe about like 10 minutes, not counting 10 minutes after the first goal where it was the Wildcats trying to get that equalizer. Mm-hmm. But from then on, it's just been pure domination by the Lady Mustangs, and they have managed to reflect it on the scoreboard, which is the best thing that they could do right now. So now it's just a matter of coach talking to his players, making sure that they maintain their concentration and don't fall into complacency or saying, oh, this game's wrapped up. Because when you start thinking that, this is where you become open to those where you relax and you give a breath of fresh air to the team that you have in front of you.
I 100% agree, Edson. That's where McAllen Memorial have to stay focused at the goal ahead. 3-goal advantage is great, but at the same time, there could potentially be an opportunity of, getting a couple more goals or getting a couple of goals scored on them. This has happened before. McAllen Memorial were up 3-0 against McAllen Rowe back here at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. That game finished 3-2. McAllen Rowe came right back, scored those 2 goals, almost scored the equalizer as well. And so with Gregory Portland, that's how strong of a team they are. We've seen it with the stat line. That second half, if we know anything from that coaching staff, that's what they'll work on, is that tactical strategy to try and stop those offensive chances from none other than McAllen Memorial.
Definitely.
So, yeah, we will take a quick break, but right beforehand, we have to remind you all, shout out to Gonzalez Tile, specializing in tile, countertops, bathroom, and kitchen remodeling solutions designed to elevate your home. If you're planning to a remodel or new build, they're ready to help every step of the way, serving the RGV with locations in Brownsville and Donna, Texas. 40 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. We'll be right back after this. And when we return, we will get you all with the halftime highlights. Stay tuned. Action will return shortly.
At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
Going to almost go out of play, able to keep it in play. A little back heel there. Bailey Coates trying to control that possession. It gets inside the box. Is cleared away to the track here at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. Trying to get it inside that final third again. Turn back around. There was contact. Referee did not like it.
Good through ball there.
Thomas trying to get on the end of it, but well defended by Bailey Coates as well as Anna Flock. Cross inside the box, though, in the while, though. Kaiser with a great through ball opportunity. Just the keeper to beat. Strike. It's in! 1 goal to 0.
You're more used to, like, you can lose your concentration, but they got to defend a corner now.
Another set piece opportunity inside the box. Header saved. Interception before passing it forward by Juliana Gonzalez. And Gregory Portland with an opportunity now, trying to center it up. Good through ball. A little bit too much. Offside flag does stay down. Off her left boot, and that's good.
To play very intelligently, you know, and be able to maintain, just like she's doing right now. Zhanya, you know, try to hold that ball, allow her to organize defensively, and watch for those through balls.
Yeah, just like that right there. Emma Zipriana has possession, trying to turn back around off the left wing. Will do exactly that. Cross is going to be deflected
to the far post.
Potentially right here. Far left post. We'll wait and see. Referee blows a whistle, sends it forward. Header.
Ooh.
Just wide.
High IQ like Kennedy Kaiser, like what it does to the attack. Speaking of.
Offside flag stays down.
Oh, this is
Weaving away, left side. Oh, it's in!
Like what it does to the attack. Speaking of.
Offside flag stays down.
Oh, this is
Weaving away, left side. Oh, it's in! Oh my! What a
her how to play with her, and you can see how much that chemistry has gelled this late in the season.
Indeed. Cross inside the box. Header, it's in! Oh! Off to the left, cross inside. Opportunity will slow it down this time. Sets it off for a strike. Save
for Kennedy Kaiser, but you got to have somebody. I don't see any reaction from Coach Wyatt.
Indeed. Opportunity, though, sends it through ball. Kilgore off her line. Well, it's intercepted once again.
There goes another through ball to Kennedy Kaiser.
Kaiser trying to beat one defender. Poked in the back. A great defensive effort.
They're continuing to be very vulnerable. Ooh, good feint.
Kaiser spinning around, cross off to the far post. Controlled. Takes the strike, saved.
Brooklyn Barnes coming in.
So Brooklyn Barnes back onto the field this time. We'll see if she can make a difference here with 40 seconds left to play in this first half. Sends that one forward. Going to almost go out of play, able to keep it in play. A little back heel there. Bailey Coates trying to control that possession. It gets inside the box. Is cleared away to the track here at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. Trying to get it inside that final third again. Turn back around. There was contact. Referee did not like it.
Good through ball there.
Thomas trying to get on the end of it, but well defended by Bailey Coates as well as Anna Flock. Cross inside the box, though, in the while, though. Kaiser with a great through ball opportunity. Just the keeper to beat. Strike. It's in! 1 goal to 0.
You're more used to, like, you can lose your concentration, but they got to defend a corner now.
Another set piece opportunity inside the box. Header saved. Interception before passing it forward by Juliana Gonzalez. And Gregory Portland with an opportunity now, trying to center it up. Good through ball. A little bit too much. Offside flag does stay down. Off her left boot, and that's good.
To play very intelligently, you know, and be able to maintain, just like she's doing right now. Zhanya, you know, try to hold that ball, allow her to organize defensively, and watch for those through balls.
Yeah, just like that right there. Emma Zipriana has possession, trying to turn back around off the left wing. Will do exactly that. Cross is going to be deflected
to the far post.
Potentially right here. Far left post. We'll wait and see. Referee blows a whistle, sends it forward. Header.
Ooh.
Just wide.
High IQ like Kennedy Kaiser, like what it does to the attack. Speaking of.
Offside flag stays down.
Oh, this is
Weaving
it.
away, left side. Oh, it's in!
Like what it does to the attack. Speaking of.
Offside flag stays down.
Oh, this is it.
Weaving away, left side. Oh, it's in! Oh my! What a...
Her how to play with her, and you can see how much that chemistry has gelled this late in the season.
Indeed. Cross inside the box. Header, it's in! Oh! Off to the left, cross inside. Opportunity will slow it down this time. Sets it off for a strike. Save.
For Kennedy Kaiser, but you got to have somebody. I don't see any reaction from Coach Wyatt.
Indeed. Opportunity, though, sends a through ball. Kilgore off her line. Well, it's intercepted once again.
There goes another through ball to Kennedy Kaiser.
Kaiser trying to beat one defender. Poked in the back. A great defensive effort.
They're continuing to be very vulnerable.
It means a lot to me.
Back to the action in front once again here as we will go full screen for you all as halftime is done and dusted. But again, we have to once again remind you all that I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, but also proudly supporting tonight's broadcast. Gonzalez Tile is your local source for premium tile, granite, slabs, sinks, and home improvement materials, helping homeowners across the RGV create spaces they love. It's going to be an interesting second half. 3-0. Both teams still talking it over as the referees are out. Both of the sideline judges and the main judge, Edson Ochoa, will be with us here very shortly once again for this second half. It's been very exciting for this matchup. We were looking forward to it. I don't think anyone truly expected for at the halftime mark for Gregory Portland, the Lady Wildcats, to be down 3-0, but here we are. Remember the scoreline last time these two teams played against each other. It was 4-2. McAllen Memorial took it on the road in Gregory Portland as well. And so it's very interesting, to say the least. These two teams know each other very well. We go back to 2022. We go back to the 2021, I should even say, when these two teams faced off against each other the first time. And then it's just been very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And well, Edson, before we get to the action in front, thoughts for the second half?
Thoughts for the second half? I don't think it's going to be as electric as the first half. Why? Because the Lady Mustangs already got what they wanted. They have a 3-goal lead right now. All they have to do is just minimize and just make sure defensively that they are stout and not allow the Lady Wildcats any opportunity to even think of a comeback. And all of this is just going to open up to desperation from the Wildcats. That's the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing we're going to be on the lookout for is just making sure that the Wildcats don't lose their temper, don't lose their cool, and give up like dumb yellows or red cards.
Yeah, indeed. That's going to be the biggest key for Gregory Portland. They have to keep their cool for this second half. And, of course, getting a goal back. Referee blows a whistle. Game back on here to start this second half of play. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, joined with Edson Ochoa as the color commentator, as you've heard on the mic here. It is going to be a quick throw-in for Gregory Portland. They are facing off against the wind. And Edson, we talked about that in the first half of how the wind, with having the wind to their backs for Gregory Portland, would have benefited them. But how can this benefit McAllen Memorial now that they have that?
So now that McAllen Memorial has, you said they're winning against them?
The wind with them.
The wind with them. Well, now it's going to be much easier for the Lady Mustangs because the Wildcats didn't take advantage of that advantage.
Yeah, indeed. It's kind of, well, I should say, more with an advantage for McAllen Memorials. It's not necessarily too much to their backs. It's really to our backs.
Actually, hold on. I'm looking at the flags over there. And they're oh, careful.
Opportunity, though, cross inside the box. still loose and finally cleared out of the final third by McAllen Memorial.
Yeah, so right now the wind, it's blowing out towards a little bit towards the west, but it does change direction at times, right? So it's not a specific advantage all the time for one team, but at short bursts, it could be advantageous for the Wildcats, and other times it'll be advantageous for the Mustangs. But at the end of the day, the Wildcats have to get some opportunities. They have to get close and try to open up the spaces from the Lady Mustang defense, because right now they're pretty much like bumping into a brick wall.
I definitely have to agree here. That one does go out of play very quickly. Another throw in for McAllen Memorial coming up here shortly. The Lady Mustangs, of course, that early going kind of were on the back foot there for a split second, have not really controlled the possession yet. But again, it just will take one opportunity. Here's another throw-in for the Lady Mustangs. Once again, their second throw-in of this second half. Played back. Try to get it forward. Intercepted. Lady Wildcats trying to play that one forward. A long ball intercepted once again by McAllen Memorial. Slows it down. That one almost cleared away. And it will be toe poked out of play. Throw in for Gregory Portland.
Right now, the Wildcats are doing what they need to do. I know they need goals right away, but the first step is to try to get that ball towards the Lady Mustang end of the field. Mm-hmm. That is the first step they got to do. And so far, they're doing it so far in these first couple of games.
Kennedy Kaiser with it, sends a beautiful through ball. Just a keeper to beat, strike, it's in! And that is number 4 on the evening.
What a play there. We keep on saying it, high IQ from Kennedy Kaiser. If we want to quote a meme, it's over 9,000. But just perfectly placed through ball from Kennedy Kaiser to Victoria. I believe that was Victoria Estrada, number 4, or if we want to look again.
And very quickly, just off of the replay, that beautiful through ball. And just puts that one away. Slots it home for goal number 4. Back underway we go. Back to the action in front, but through ball will go forward, and that will give us an opportunity to once again remind you all that this game is also, tonight's game is brought to you by Gonzalez Tile, your go-to destination in the Rio Grande Valley for tile, flooring, countertops, and home finishes. Whether you're building or upgrading, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. We'll go back here to the action in front. Cross that hits off the side and will be saved by Balderas.
Good job there from Nina Valderas to be able to control in 2 times that ball and not allow it to spill towards a Wildcat attacker. But going back to the play of the goal, Jacob. Oh, careful here, because look at Kennedy.
Kennedy now, before we go to that goal, this could be one. Save made by Kilgore.
Kennedy has been a handful, and they cannot figure out how to stop him. Going back to the play of the goal, all 3 defenders basically tried to cover Kennedy Kaiser, but Kennedy Kaiser has the timing to be able to control that ball close to her foot, allow Danara Cárdenas to move into space, and then perfectly put that ball in between the defenders and in a position favorable towards the run of Danara to put her one-on-one in front of Caitlin Kilgore, and she had no mercy and made the 4th goal for the Lady Mustangs, and Kennedy Kaiser almost put a 5th into the Lady Wildcats. Unfortunately for her, that shot went straight towards where Caitlin Kilgore was positioned. I'm pretty sure she would want that back and put it towards the far post.
Well, potentially as well to get a hat trick as well, with already having 2 goals to her name this evening. 4 goals to 2, your score with 2 assists, might I add. So very interesting this time, as that's going to be a through ball, trying to go off to the right wing. Can the Lady Wildcats get one back? Here's an opportunity that's deflected away.
Now look at Kennedy right there and hustle back and steal the ball away from number 15, Mia Bayless.
Offside flag will stay down, though, trying for the cross. No one ended up being there in the end, and that's going to be cleared away.
And we got Mustang Stan in the house over here.
33 minutes left to play. 33 minutes and about 40 seconds to be exact left to play in this second half. So still over half an hour to play. But again, another goal scored by McAllen Memorial, and that's going to be saved by Kilgore as that cross inside the box. Caitlin Kilgore able to stand her ground.
Yeah, but she can't do everything by herself, though. Like, she's being put out to dry by her defense because they haven't been able to modify their tactics to be able to stop Kennedy Kaiser. Like, there's been no reaction in that aspect, and now they have 4 against them. They were close to getting a 5th goal, and they haven't been able, not only have they been able to unable to react defensively, but offensively, they've been very stagnant as well. And that's a lot of credit, You can easily say, oh, it's because Gregory Portland didn't show up to play. But it's not as simple as that.
Yep.
You know, it's just how well Coach Kaiser has positioned his team.
Opportunity. It stays down.
But it was a foul called
that the
against
referee did
Regina
call it.
Leija.
I did not hear the whistle, and that's why I thought that they could continue on.
Yeah, no, I heard that there was so Kiara Uribe got tripped up there, and that's what triggered the whistle from the referee.
And indeed, I just thought that it would continue, but either way, back to the action in front. This time, McAllen Memorial trying to keep that possession. Will lose it this time. And here comes Gregory Portland. Great through ball. Has numbers forward. Trying to get the help. That's cleared away. Out of danger in the second try, away from any Gregory Portland player. 4 goals to 0, your score. 31 minutes, 40 seconds left to play now in this second half of action. And the biggest question now will be, can McAllen Memorial not only keep this advantage, but keep this shutout going their way as well? Set that one back.
To answer your question, Jacob, they're definitely much closer to getting a 5th than the Wildcats to breaking that goose egg.
Back the other way, though, this time. Here comes Gregory Portland. And that's cleared out of the final third again by McAllen Memorial.
Notice the difference between both defensive lines. Compare the organization from the Lady Mustangs to the Lady Wildcats. What happened here in this play? It's something that I love to call in Spanish escalonamiento. Careful right here.
Opportunity, though, offside flag does raise in the end. And so that will stop any advantage, any opportunity for Gregory Portland there to get there first.
So in Spanish, it's called escalonamiento. Oh, and actually, they called a foul in favor of the Wildcats.
So check that, goes back to a foul. I saw the offside flag raise, and that's why I thought, or the flag raise to be exact, but it is going to be a free kick just outside the box.
They're going to have to take advantage of this.
Indeed. We'll set it up. Referee making sure that everything is appropriate near the wall. Referee blows a whistle. We'll send it forward. That's deflected. Second try. Trying to create the space. It's blocked again.
Yeah, good job defensively. It all goes back to that whole, stepping to make sure if one defender gets past, you have another defender stepping up to cover that, and making sure that there's no space behind if they were to get past one defender to go clear into goal. compare that with the Wildcats, no organization in that aspect. If Kennedy Kaiser or Zhang Guma gets past one, they're free to go towards the goalkeeper.
Indeed. Very quickly before this play happens, offside flag is going to be raised, so we have time to give you all an update on a score. Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial end up defeating Brownsville Ravenna in the girls soccer area round playoffs. I believe that's in Division 1. So Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial will advance to the regional semifinals. Back to the action in front, though. Here comes Gregory Portland, sends a through ball out near the left wing, trying to control that possession. Well defended by McAllen Memorial to halt that opportunity, but still Gregory Portland building that one with an opportunity to get a potential goal here. Sends it forward. Trying for the cross. That one's going to hit off the side netting, and it is going to be a goal kick for McAllen Memorial. Lady Mustangs with an opportunity now. Sends it forward once again. It's been more defensive by McAllen Memorial, and we say that with them getting a goal in the second half. That's in being up 4-0.
Because they don't need one more. You know, all they need to do right now is focus on making sure that you don't open up spaces for the Wildcats to get at least one goal that'll get their hopes up. That's all you need to do right now. You don't need, I mean, you already have 4. Going for 5, yes, most welcome. But at the end of the day, tactically, it would be a little bit of gluttony when you don't need to, if you're going to expose yourself out back to, even if they were down 5. If the Wildcats were to score 1, that's going to wake them up, and that's going to get their hopes up that the comeback is possible, even if they're still down like 4 goals, right? That's why it's important to maintain their organization defensively and not allow them to break the goose egg.
Sends a through ball forward. Another opportunity. Good give and go. We'll slow it down just in time. Trying to win that possession near the right touchline. That one did go out of play according to the sideline judge, and will be another throw-in for Gregory Portland. Still 4-0, under half an hour left to play, 26 minutes and about 45 seconds left now in this second half. Very interesting to say the least.
Yeah, definitely a slower pace than in the first half, just like I mentioned as the second half began. But this is all playing in the Lady Mustangs' favor. This is what they want. This is not what the Lady Wildcats need, but everything is falling into place for the Lady Mustangs and Coach Kaiser.
Indeed, that's crossed into the box. Sets it back up. Try to get it forward once again. Couldn't get the cross off. It is going to go out for a goal kick.
Looks like there's going to be a substitution here for Gregory Portland. We'll see who's coming off. It looks like it's number 14, Juliana Gonzalez. We'll see who's coming into the match for the Lady Wildcats. I believe it is number 2. Yes, it's number 2, Kylie Gray. Oh, this is dangerous here.
Dangerous opportunity, takes a strike. Ooh. Just wide left of the post this time. Out of play, goal kick.
But all this play comes from losing your attention, giving up an easy goal kick, gets intercepted. I believe that might have been Zhang Guma who intercepted that goal kick and just handed what could have been a 5th goal for the Lady Mustangs on a silver platter.
Yes, we'll send that one away this time. And Gregory Portland now controlling that after the goal kick. Loses the possession near midfield. And offside flag goes up. Stays 4-0 this time. 24 minutes and about 40 seconds left now in this second half. It's been a good evening again for McAllen. Line, but it just now, to me, this team for McAllen Memorial just feels so much more different than in the past when both of these two sides played against each other.
Yeah, and it all makes sense. It would be different if throughout the game it was a 50-50 control by both teams. Both teams had opportunities on goal, and it just so happened. Careful.
Another through ball, another opportunity, one defender to beat, plus the keeper! It's in!
And that's the hat trick for Kennedy Kaiser. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, through balls have been super effective against that three-woman back line of Gregory Portland. And I'm still scratching my head why that has not been modified since before halftime.
Indeed. I mean, back underway we go, Edson. It's very much leaving us speechless again. Kennedy Kaiser gets the hat trick. Can she get 2 hat tricks potentially? She just needs 1 more assist.
Well, it is pretty possible. I mean, we still have 23 minutes, a little bit more to go in this second half.
Yeah, indeed, 23 minutes, 30 seconds to be exact, so we'll stop our time just for a split second. Substitution on the field for McAllen Memorial.
Yeah, so now we're seeing number 2, Cecilia Margo, coming into the match. And I'm trying to look here at the other player that came in. Looks like it's number 3, Julian Barbosa, coming into this match.
Opportunity, though, for Gregory Portland. Cross inside the box. Open, takes a strike.
What a
save. That's a save. Nina Valderas this time.
So a little bit of disorganization there. The few times that the Lady Mustang defense has been disorganized, makes sense. They just made 2 substitutions, right? But Nina Valderas back there to deflect that ball out, for a corner.
Going short this time. Won't work in the end. Opportunity now for McAllen Memorial to go off the counterattack. No one out front, though. But a good idea. Sends it past midfield. And McAllen Memorial can reset as well as Gregory Portland on their build up for potentially a shot on target.
And you know what else is also a good idea? Getting some of these fringe players some minutes and get some rest to these starters. You already have a 5-0 lead, 22 minutes left. You don't want to risk Kennedy Kaiser getting injured because of the desperation. You don't want to eventually, hopefully, later as the game progresses, you don't want to have Zanya Nguma getting in a situation where a bad tackle, gets her injured before, when they're now looking towards the next step in this playoffs.
Indeed. And really quick, of course, as we have some time, once again, proudly supporting tonight's broadcast, Gonzalez Tile is your local source for premium tile. Granite slabs, sinks, and home improvement materials, helping homeowners across the RGV create spaces they love. So, yeah, going back to it as well, Edson, something that I wanted to bring up is, well, you talked about, of course, giving your players rest. Well, let's remind you all who could potentially be playing McAllen Memorial coming up next, Cedar Park or San Antonio Jay. So I got it a little bit wrong before the game, but that's who we would expect to play. It would be that next round, Cedar Park or San Antonio Jay, as we get back to the action in front. Here, as that one was taken away and cleared away by Gregory Portland. So we'll find out, of course, that scoreline after this one, if I had to say so myself.
But in the end, whichever of both teams will end up being the rival for the Lady Mustangs, they're both formidable opponents. Careful.
Definitely, as we get back to the action in front. Opportunity off the left. Takes it all the way near the left corner flag. Has to turn it around. Trying to play it inside the box. Won't be able to, as that's cleared, deflected. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
Good job there by Cristela Sanchez to just lead. She didn't need to make a tackle. All she needed to do was lead the attacker. I believe that might have been number 5, if I'm not mistaken, Emma Ziprian, but don't quote me on that. But the point I'm trying to make is she didn't need to make a tackle. All she needed to do was guide her away from goal towards the corner and limit her chances. And that's exactly what she did. And that's what you as a center back have to do in those kind of situations. Don't give them an opportunity for them to dribble towards goal, make them go away from goal.
I definitely agree on that one as well. Fun fact, Hudson, if San Antonio Jay were to beat Cedar Park, both McAllen Memorial and San Antonio Jay played against each other during the regular season in a tournament this season. So that one goes out of play as well. So formidable opponents is what I'm trying to say. That one's out of play potentially for, yes indeed, a McAllen Memorial Lady Mustang throw-in this time. Takes the throw-in quickly. Session 1 quickly by the Lady Wildcats, and that's going to be sent back to Kilgore. She'll send everybody back. Sends it away. Past midfield, or just shy of midfield, I should say, but again gives the Lady Wildcats an opportunity to set it up. Has help forward, sends a good through ball there, but the defense for McAllen Memorial will clear that one away just shy of the right corner flag.
That looks like there's double substitution now for the Wildcats. It is number 10 and number 15 coming out. Maribella Gutierrez and Mia Bayless coming out. And so it is going to be number 16, Emma Hart, one of the players that is coming in. And I believe the other one might be number 14. Yes, number 14, Juliana Gonzalez, coming into the match.
Coming back into the match will be Gonzalez this time. Sends a long through ball forward for McAllen Memorial, though. The Lady Mustangs won't be able to get that possession. It does go out of play. Referee will say it is a Mustang throw. Takes it quickly. Off the left touch line. Still keeping it in play. Was deflected. It is out for a corner.
Yeah. A good job there by Ava Thomas to be able to cleanly win possession of the ball by putting her body in front of the defender and cleanly taking that ball away and forcing, first they throw in, and then eventually they end up, negotiating a dangerous corner kick in favor of the Lady Mustangs.
Indeed, here comes a corner. We'll set it up this time. Takes about 6 steps back. Sends it into the box. Near that right post, no one ended up being there, and it'll go out for a goal kick. So out for a goal kick this time for the Lady Wildcats. Sent a long through ball this time. Cleared back away. Gregory Portland, of course, trying to find at least one goal to break the goose egg, to be exact, to break that 0 and trying to end the shutout. Send it forward, though, off that right wing. Opportunity. Try to take the strike. It was a little bit hesitant that time, and Kilgore makes a save, but it is going to go out for a corner.
Yeah, I felt like maybe Lily Zuniga kind of tuned out of the play a little bit there. I think as she made that run towards the penalty spot and kind of helped her teammate with an avenue for a pass, this could have been the 6th goal of the night for the Lady Mustangs.
Indeed, set piece opportunity, though, for McAllen Memorial. A high cross inside. That's going to be headed back towards the left post and cleared back away by Gregory Portland. Out of danger, and a potential counterattack is going to be blocked. McAllen Memorial retain possession. tripped up in the end. It is going to be a free kick for McAllen Memorial.
Correct. That foul was called against Madeline Tyler on her foul on Julian Barbosa.
So free kick coming up for the Lady Mustangs, trying to send everyone back. Will do exactly that. Sends it forward near the left post, takes a strike. That'll just go wide left of the post.
Yeah, but these are good opportunities for these fringe players to get some experience, and because you have to remember, come next year, there's no more Kennedy Kaiser, right? So if these players, like, for example, you know, Ava Thomas or these other players like Julian Barbosa, you know, get these opportunities to know what they should and shouldn't do in certain situations, the best way to learn is actually through match minutes.
Definitely agree on it. With just having those minutes, it's very, as we all know, the best way to learn is to actually be in the match itself. And in this type of environment, that's a perfect opportunity. Right here, another chance for Gregory Portland breaking through. A good through ball will just be cleared away by McAllen Memorial.
And making mistakes too. You learn from making mistakes, right? That teaches you, like, what you shouldn't do for the next time to do something different, right? You don't know until you try. You're gonna make mistakes, right? But the difference is learning from the mistakes and not letting those mistakes get you down.
Yeah, indeed. And that's going to be key, as it's taken right back away. Trying to set it back up, slows it down, plays a good through ball out wide. Trying to run with it, but two defenders just on her won't be enough. And that's going to be cleared away, out of danger for Gregory Portland. As I say that, almost loses it. We get right back.
But right in that play, the important factor there was having Madeline Tyler have to come back, you know, and take advantage of the speed to be able to not allow Ava Thomas an opportunity in front of goal. You know, in the first half, you didn't see a lot of that. And so that just left them wide open. It looks like there's going to be a substitution right now for the Lady Mustangs. It looks like it is Paola Quiñones, number 20, getting ready to come in, and it will be Danara. Scratch that. I guess they're holding the substitution for later.
Holding the substitution, indeed. Thought that they were going to sub very quickly, but that was not the case, as that one will go out of play.
Corner.
And it is a corner. It is a corner kick indeed. Set piece opportunity off the left corner flag this time. Under 12 minutes left to play. Set piece opportunity for McAllen Memorial. They're taking as much time as possible. Most likely won't decide to actually play it short. I thought for a split second that's what they were trying to do, but that's not going to be the case. Backs up all the way.
But they got something up their sleeve. Look at that.
Definitely sends it forward. Ooh. Kilgore with the save. And the referee is going to call a halt to it. Free kick, Gregory Portland.
I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with the call that it was a foul since it was outside the 6-yard box. But for the sake of safety, I get why he called it.
Yeah, indeed. All about safety. 100%. I felt like it was fair. And back to the action we go in front. Controlled by Gregory Portland this time, sending the through ball. A little bit off near the left wing. Again, just McAllen Memorial trying to control that possession. Goes out of play.
And now this is where we'll see the substitution from the Lady Mustangs.
That's exactly what we will see. Like we mentioned, it is Paula Quiñones coming onto the field.
And it'll be Danara Cardenas, number 5, coming off and getting some well-deserved rest.
So Cardenas to the sideline she will go, most likely for the rest of the evening. Like you mentioned, well-deserved rest, as there's only 10 minutes to go in this area round. Goes out to play again. Will be a throwing off to the left.
And it looks like there will be another substitution being prepared by Coach Kaiser. This time it'll be number 13, Emma Solis. We will see in a couple of moments who she will be coming in for.
It's going to be a free kick. Yeah, exactly. Free kick.
Indirect, though. So maybe a high kick.
Potentially, yeah, indeed. So set piece opportunity now for Gregory Portland. Raises up her right hand. Sends it into the box. And we'll just let it go out of play. That's Nita Balderas. And it will be a goal kick, McAllen Memorial.
It's just so unfortunate that, you know, we talked about the offensive power of Gregory Portland coming into this match, and it has been nowhere to be found tonight. You know, as we see the substitution, and it'll be Victoria Estrada coming out, and so it will be Emma Solis, number 13, who will take her place and will also get, speaking of Victoria, some well-deserved rest today.
Yeah, indeed. It's great to see, of course, the starters getting rest and everyone who's been a key factor in this 5-0 match so far. 8 minutes, 25 seconds left to play in this second half. Sending it forward. And this time it will go out of play.
Good interception right there by Emma Hart to stop that play and put it out of bounds.
That quickly went out of play and then back the other way. It'll go for Gregory Portland. Trying to control something and make something go. That first touch was just a little bit too heavy, and it was able to be taken right back the other way for McAllen Memorial. Toe poked away.
Bit of a heavy touch right there, but that she was able to negotiate a throw-in favor of the Lady Mustangs.
She has a throw-in for McAllen Memorial this time. Sets it back up. Played forward. Just won't be able to get it through near the final third. And here come the Lady Wildcats. Opportunity counterattack. Plays a through ball off near the right wing. Only has help near the left. Trying to cross that one away. And good defensive awareness by McAllen Memorial for that time being. Try to do it again.
This is dangerous.
Opportunity. Balderas right there, right place at the right time. Making sure that she blocked that right post and will make the save and slowing things down for the time being as well.
Yeah, eat a couple of seconds.
Yeah, every keeper, it's kind of, well, I know it's a written rule, but it feels like an unwritten rule. You have an allotted amount of 6 seconds, basically, when you touch the ball for every single keeper. So taking as much time as possible is always key.
Yeah, and especially if you have referees that aren't really strict about making that count.
Sending the through ball, though, this time. Lady Wildcats seeming to get closer and closer to finding that goal to erase the 5-0 deficit.
Good block there.
Blocked this time. Here come McAllen Memorial now. They'll try to make a counterattack of their own. Sends a long through ball, just not enough help. Or the first touch, to be exact, was going to be heavy for a reason, but taken right back away, and a good opportunity by Madeline Tyler. Turning it back around, strike, bounces, and it is going to be saved.
Yeah, it feels like the Wildcats are just shooting for the sake of shooting, not necessarily because it is the best option there to make a dangerous play. And at the end of the day, like, you keep doing that, and you're not getting any closer to even if at least break the zero. as there's an offside called on number 18, Lily Zuniga.
So offside, and we'll have a quick little reminder for you all that tonight's game, we'll shout out to Gonzalez Tile. Tonight's game is brought to you by Gonzalez Tile, your go-to destination in the Rio Grande Valley for tile, flooring, countertops, and home finishes. Whether you're building or upgrading, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Back to the action in front once again here.
Double substitution, number 9, which is Anna Flack, and Madeline Tyler, number 22, are coming out. And it looks like it's number 6, Victoria Hall, and another player that I can't make out from over here that has come in. But it looks like they're both offensive-oriented substitutions.
Indeed, 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in this second half.
I believe it was number 15, Mia Bayless, that came in.
So Bayless into the game this time for Gregory Portland as well. That is, I believe, deflected out close to the left corner flag. And it is just going to be a throw-in for Gregory Portland, but close enough to make it almost a set piece as that's deflected away. Out for another throw. Under 4 minutes to go, make that 3 minutes and about 35 seconds now left to play in the second half. Just in that one forward, cross inside the box. Taken right back away by McAllen Memorial. Will send that long through ball. Won't get there in time, but a good try. Clears away from that. It's able to clear it away from the pressure for McAllen Memorial, and so now they get to reset, kind of calm down and cool off and have a chance to reset that defense.
And if they could take that ball all the way to the corner flag and just hold it there and waste a couple of seconds, you know, maybe force a corner, force a throw-in, like deep in Wildcat territory. Yep. That'll be the best to just shave off some more seconds in the end of this game.
Yeah, indeed. I definitely have to agree with you there, Edson. Trying to get away from it, though, this time.
Took a little bit too long to give that through ball over to number 13, Brooklyn Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes was there and ended up being offside, and so I had to pass it to the middle, and it almost deflected and almost worked out in the end. But McAllen Memorial able to just clear that one away. Almost, the referee almost getting in the way of that one, but luckily for us, it did not have to stop halt play and make it for a drop ball.
And it looks like there's going to be another substitution for the Lady Mustangs, or actually for both. So for the Wildcats, number 5 is coming out, then Emma Ziprian. And for the Mustangs, it is going to be number 21, Aitana Mata, coming out. And I believe it is Brooke Cruz, number 14, coming in for the Lady Mustangs.
Indeed, Brooke Cruz into the game. She goes for McAllen Memorial. Down to 2 minutes officially left to play here in this second half. So our time, I just noticed, was ahead, but it is going to go out of play. I believe that they're stopping the time because it's under 2 minutes now, so something, of course, to keep an eye on. A minute 40 left to play now. Referee will call free kick for Gregory Portland.
Yeah, so it looks like they called a push against Paola Quiñones, and that's going to give a set-piece opportunity. Oh, and they go short quickly.
Yeah, we'll go short quickly. Under 90 seconds to play. Gregory Portland still controlling it, sends the through ball. Deflected well by McAllen Memorial. Tripped up. Is it in the box? Referee, I think, pointed to the spot.
No,
just
it was outside.
Just outside. Free kick outside of the box.
There needs to be some... Careful.
Take it quickly.
And that's a goal.
That is a line drive shot goal. 5-1 your score, but just a little too late as it is 5-1.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Jacob, and I was actually just about to say before they actually shot that kick, there needed to be somebody get in front of the ball and delay it and force the referee to get the wall sorted, because basically what happened, they were caught by surprise. I mean, kudos, obviously, to the Wildcats for getting this goal, like you mentioned, too little, too late. But at the end of the day, it's just that the Lady Mustangs kind of relaxed. Right now, obviously, yeah. I mean, they have it's a 5-1 almost final score, but against tougher opponents, you cannot get. You need to understand that you gotta have your concentration all 80 minutes of the game.
And I think that's something that even Coach Kaiser will probably talk about later on this week. Of course, heading into most likely Friday's matchup of whoever they play, San Antonio Jay or Cedar Park, about that exactly, standing in front of the ball to just slow things down. And even if it is a yellow card, it could be late into the game. Either way, down to 5 seconds left. The Lady Mustangs can celebrate full time from Boxer Hernandez Stadium. And the Lady Mustangs win convincingly 5-1 over Gregory Portland. What a game indeed.
It is wild here at Boxer Hernandez Stadium. Mustang Country is celebrating this outstanding victory over Gregory Portland, and now they move on to the next step in these UIL playoffs.
And regional semifinals is up next for this side. And McAllen Memorial getting the job done of what I believe will most likely be their final match at home this season. Getting that victory, getting that job done. And again, this is brought to you, this post-game show brought to you by Gonzalez Tile. Very quickly, big thank you to Gonzalez Tile for sponsoring tonight's match. Gonzalez Tile offers a wide selection of quality tile, flooring, and countertops to help transform any space from small upgrades to full remodels. They've got you covered in the RGV. Well, Edson, of course, one thing that we have to say, player of the match. Kennedy Kaiser, I think we would say, would be player of the match, considering, well, it isn't a shutout, and on top of that, a hat trick with 2 assists to her name.
Yeah, basically the attack for the Lady Mustangs, it all went through Kennedy Kaiser. She is such a key piece for this Lady Mustangs attack this year. Well, this is something that you're not going to think about until the end of the season.
Yep.
But as an analyst, it leads me to think, how is this team going to adapt once she graduates? But at the end of the day, you got to take advantage of having such a skilled player within your roster and try to get this team as deep as you can into the playoffs. And tonight, Kennedy Kaiser, the Kaiser, has shown why she is going to a D1 school right out of the Rio Grande Valley.
Indeed. And yes, that'll do it for us here from Boxer Hernandez Stadium. I've been Jacob Young with Edson Ochoa. 5-1, your final. The Lady Mustangs getting the job done once again. What a fun match this was, and can't wait to do it again soon. I've been Jacob Young. This has been Edson Ochoa. And until next time, we thank you all so very much for watching.